Going.
All right.
Dun 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 dun. Welcome to Bunnies and Ice Cream. There's a theme song.
I don't think we have our theme song yet.
Yeah, Henrietta wrote one.
Henrietta wrote a theme song I haven't heard.
All right. Welcome to our show. I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous.
It's just my friends. I just have to picture my friends in their underwear.
Y'all better watch us in your
That's what
undies.
So this is going to be a show.
So now, visiting audience, take off your clothes.
Take off your clothes. This is a classic though. Okay, everyone's busy and we're doing all this stuff, and then you turn the video camera on and everyone goes,
That's why we don't record very often. But
it's true.
at 5:20
5:20 on
every
Fridays.
Friday,
Eastern.
bringing it to you live, except for not today. Not
I
live
really like
right
my
now.
scissors right now. Here, show our friends the Maitricast dolls that I'm working on for Sarah Joy, Richard Hartman,
Yes.
and Barbara Kingsolver. Oh, what am I crazy about wearing my outfit? No wonder I was getting so worried.
That's why this is the
There you
preview.
Yeah,
This is the warm-up.
we're working out the.
Working Out the
Kinks.
Kinks is the name of the TV show.
That
I
is
think.
the name of the TV show. Actually, it's not really Bunnies and Ice Cream. Guest is people. Some people are in the show, but you can't see them.
I'm
off screen.
She's off screen. You can just tell in the background that my
Sorry about
sister
that.
just got here. And somebody in the background over there is pouring us a glass of wine for my birthday.
Who wants a glass of wine next?
Amy's ready.
Amy's ready.
So this show is a place where you get to learn the music that we're working on, and you get to see the art we're working on, and you get to hear about the games we're playing. And so Jonathan and I have been working on the roles, like when you have a group of 3 people or you have a group of 13 people, how to divide up the roles that a group dynamic requires or works better.
Going sideways.
Oh no!
Doing all the angles.
Well, that's
We've
one
got
of our
that
projects,
going on.
so-
We've got an art project going on outside with the sun
Show
coming
them.
through the fabric. We've got
Off screen.
the electricity.
Alright, you're not in it. No.
Yeah. Those people
This is
are
the
all.
altar.
She's been informed.
The altar. Here's a pumpkin. Okay. Back to you, Buns.
Back to buns. So like back to basics. We talked about whether to talk about what the show is about right before we started taping, and I was advised no. So I don't know what this show is about. So it's about so many things. What I want in the real show is for people to be texting us and be like, oh, Julia's watching in Arizona and she wants me to talk about that time when I went on the date with the guy and he killed a deer in the middle of the date.
Right, yeah.
And then I'm like, Jules, oh, she's out there listening. So did you hear about the time when I was on a date? Did you hear about that?
I think I did.
Yeah, that's that guy. So this guy right here killed a deer in the middle of our date. And it really altered the course of the evening. After he did it, he was like, oh, this is like a 6-hour thing. So anyway, that's one story, but we're not going to bore you with that story. What's a story? One of the things I want to do on this show is tell my millions of stories. I've been on a 40-year odyssey, and the last 6 months have been kind of like the grand finale of several of the threads of this 40-year odyssey that started when I was about 10 years old. I have a hair on my face that's really itching me. When I was about 10 years old, I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw a really bright star. And my mom, whose name is Mary, and I thought, oh my gosh, what if Mom gets pregnant and has Jesus? Like, how would I know? And like, I thought the second coming meant that somebody named Mary would have a baby Jesus again. So I woke my mom up in the middle of the night, which I've only ever done that one time. And I woke her up and I was like, Mom, there's a really bright star outside, and what if you're gonna have the second coming of the Lord? And she said, don't worry, we don't believe in that. We believe that the second coming already happened. And I was like, oh, all right, so I went to sleep. But then my mom did get pregnant with my baby sister. That was the beginning of the Odyssey. That was 40 years ago. So then, over the last 6 months, I was there's just like a laugh track in the back over there. In the last 6 months, I've been wrapping up so many of these odysseys that have been going on, and I've been dying to tell everyone the story. Jonathan knows maybe 70 or 80% of the stories, but then everybody else knows maybe one of the stories, like 1% here. And I'm trying to find a way to gather up all these different stories and tell them one time, and so we're going to get to that in the show. But one story I want to tell you is what happened last night, which I haven't had a chance to talk to with Jessica, who just walked in, which is the first time in my life. So I think that Odyssey that I was talking about ended the day before yesterday. So now, yesterday was my birthday. I turned 51, which in the I Ching is thunder over thunder. I don't know what that means. But the new Odyssey has begun, 50 to 100 years old. So the very last thing that happened on the first day of the new Odyssey was when my sisters left to go home, I started crying. Jessica. Oh, so anyway, that's never happened before. I'm not sure if it's a new thing, but I haven't debriefed with Jess. Jess, just make it so your voice can be heard. Sorry that I cried when you left last night.
Why?
I just feel like that's a lot of pressure. I remember feeling like I didn't want you to go, and that it was really probably hard for you to go when I was
Really hard.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
But Richard, what I remember is him being like, you have the nicest sisters in the history of the planet. Do you guys, was that true? Was that he was saying? Something like that?
Something like
He's
that.
like, you guys are so, it was, you were really nice to me.
Sister everybody wants. Those kinds of sisters.
I didn't want
So
them
tell us
to
about your
leave. I couldn't.
outfit.
My purple
All that purple stuff. I
yeah,
want it.
purple earrings, purple necklace.
Yeah, I want to see that shirt.
It just got cold yesterday. That's one of the reasons that I
Where did
think
it come from?
I've just had all these things for a long time. These pants I got from Cara years ago.
Yeah.
This shirt, I had to wear a belt because my pants were falling down.
I know, sis.
Okay.
We should talk
Did I get
about
these
it.
pants from you?
I
I think I got them
don't
from
know.
Cara. This is what my life is like. Has it been 8 minutes? Jonathan
Well, I
says,
want to say something
okay,
whenever you're done.
put it over to, but did I finish what I was saying? No. Go ahead.
To you, Johnny.
Well, I want to continue on what you were saying. You were talking about how you cried when your sisters left. You've never done that
I've
before.
never done such a thing.
And I think what you said is like that it was weird. You're like, that's not something that I would do.
Right.
And I've been encouraging you to stop pretending that you know what you would do. Because you're a whole new person
I'm a
now.
whole
and
new
who
person.
knows what you do now?
That is true. I'm a whole new person. So Richard, who doesn't know me very well, thinks that I always just cry when my sisters leave. He's like, yeah, you're such a drama queen. So Jessica,
Yes, love.
Richard called me a drama queen.
Yeah, I bet.
So I've never really been called a drama queen before. But as Jonathan points out, I'm a whole new person. Apparently, now I'm a drama queen.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Which is why we're having a show.
This is called, what is the show called?
Well, is it working out the kinks?
Working out the kinks.
Working out the kinks.
Working out the kinks. That's the TV show. Friends only. So if you're watching this, you must be our friends.
Yeah. I know, I just keep running through my mind like Rachel or Sandra or Julia and just people that live around the country or the world, Veronica and Tom and Bruce and the people that are going to watch it.
And if you happen to see this and you're not our friend yet, you're probably supposed to be our friends. Let us know. All right.
We're at
And that's
9:30.
it.
9:30. All right.
Perfect.
Do we have a way that we end the show? We don't yet.
A dance?
Bum, dum.